Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to your second reading of the day. We're going to be looking at the Elder of Pentacles, and this morning we looked at stop comparing yourself, because nothing compares to you, Pisces, and you have to have that negative self-talk take a back seat now so that you can really believe in yourself and trust in yourself. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to read you what the Elder of Pentacles is talking about here, because I took out the Spacious Tarot. Sometimes I love reading from the tarot books as well, just to get their take on it, and I felt it really resonated profoundly. When you use your competencies to generate tangible results, you activate your inner Elder of Pentacles. Like this bear, you're centered, you are strong, and you are the director of your life. It's time to leave your mark in whatever way calls to your core. You can make things happen. You can affect change. Get out there and do it. While the guardian is more concerned with the roots of problems, the elder advises you to focus on solutions. Be practical, find what works, and embody a healthy sense of self-worth. This bear here doesn't try to hide away. It stands front and center. Let yourself take up space. And I feel that's what it's saying. Take up space, Pisces, finally. And most definitely start taking up space in your life. It's time. It's time for you to be beautiful. Be the beautiful you were always meant to be. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Okay? All right, so we're going to take from Work Your Light, and then we're going to take from the Enchanted Tarot. If you're interested in seeing the video from this morning, please go ahead and watch that as well. Thank you to everybody who's taken the time to like, to comment, and share as well. Sharing this video with people lets other people find me on this platform, and I thank you. I know some of you have gone to lengths to do that in the last month or so, and I really appreciate it. More than you know. More than you know. So I'm letting you know now. I appreciate you. The initiation, look at that. Rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Look at this, Pisces. You are going through, finally going through. So it's time. It's time for you to go through. It's time for you to take your place and your space, right? It is time. So go ahead. Today is the day of block. So you had to go through this rite of passage, this initiation, these years of, why can't I get there? Some of us have been there. Some of us feel that repeatedly. You are getting there. You are most certainly getting there. I will read what it has to say in the book after. I'm just going to pull out the tarot here for you guys right away. Okay? So you can meditate on the cards, take a good look at them, feel what resonates with you as I pull the cards. Strength. That Leo energy that we just went through. Two of Cups. Yeah, that Leo energy you just went through was meant to harmonize you. It was meant to put you in harmony with yourself. Give you that courage. Queen of Swords. Page of Swords in reverse. We had it upright this morning. Two of Wands. Eight of Swords. Ten of Wands. Ooh, some heavy energy here. Seven of Swords, Emperor, and the last card. Let's see here. Seven of Cups. Ooh, some energy here. Strong energies. Very, very strong. Yeah, you've come a long way. Absolutely. Right away, what I feel from these cards is like, you've come a long way. You see the darkness and the light, the shadows through the cards? You've had to navigate a lot of that. And you've done such hard work to get there. You've had a lot of courage. You've always been looking for the connection, the harmony in everything. Even when you were hurt, clarity. You've been independent and strong of character. You've fought the idea of shutting down, of always being defeated or listening to that little voice telling you that you can't do it. You've always taken the time to contemplate. Says there's got to be more. There's got to be better here. Somehow, some way, I've got to work through the blocks. I've got to work through the burdens that present themselves in my life. And you felt them. You felt the heaviness of those burdens. You've worked through walking away from negativity and being afraid of everything, into building a life of stability to your core. Now finally, you're starting to see all of the options and choices that are starting to present themselves to you. Okay? And this, as I say, when you feel these moments of I don't know if I should do or if I should shine as bright, you have gone through your initiation. Okay? It's graduation day. You are meant to stand here and take up space. Now is your time. Now is your space. Okay? Don't stay stuck for the rest of your life, stopping yourself from moving forward. You're at the end of this now. The threshold has presented itself to you. It's time for you to move through it. All right, so I'm going to read from the Work Your Light. We're going to find the initiation. I hope I can find it. There, I did. Right away, right away. Isn't that wonderful? Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You're being tested, initiated, because you're headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross a threshold from one world or state of being to the next. And your state of being was being maybe of all the mind, of taking in everything around you from the outside. And now your state of being is coming from inside of you. Okay? That's the change. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, and of meaning. It's right here. These two cards they're explaining these right here. Okay? The safety and security. The stealing away from stuff. Security. Initiations like rites of passage mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. The Queen of Swords, someone who has experienced great loss. But it is through this seeming hardship that our hearts crack open and our spirit is invested to step forward and out of the blocks. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. This is all they're talking about here. Taking that Pisces energy and being more of you than you've ever been before. If you're in the middle of initiation right now, which you're not, I don't think so. I think we're at the end of it. You will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. It does. It needs you open. We had the Ace of Cups this morning, and that's open, right? We have the 2, open and willing to share. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think you are. You're much closer than you believe. Okay? So, rite of passage, cross the threshold. So you're being beckoned right now. Please, cross the threshold, Pisces. Please, take the step forward. Take your place. Take your space. Okay? Don't let anybody do it for you. Don't ask for anybody else's ideals or how to do it. You've had the courage to come this far. Think of everything you've ever overcome in your life, in your mind, the scary spots and the scary things you've had to talk yourself through. You've done it. You're still here. You're here with me. You're here in your life. It's time to shine. It's time to do it, okay? It's time to stay away from those negative energies. It's time to bring in all of those beautiful choices, okay? Bring them in. Don't be afraid of them. All of them. Some of them you may not like, but bringing them anyway, just look at them. Don't deceive yourself. Don't say, well, that's not possible for me. It is possible for you. Don't worry about feeling burdened. You won't be burdened at this point because you have stability in your life. You have stability and structure inside of you. It exists within you. It isn't outside of you. So you have more than enough stability. And this concrete chair is more than enough to hold on to all these wands that are weighing you down or weigh people down. You don't need to be weighed down. You're not going to. Please make sure not to get yourself stuck in indecision and restriction and isolation. Don't isolate yourself. Don't subscribe to limiting beliefs. Especially that inner critic that tells you that you can't do anything. Especially that victim mentality that tells you that you're surviving when you should be thriving. You may not be able to see how things will change or no way out at some points, but there is always a way out. And it starts with you. It starts with you being sure of yourself, being confident with yourself, taking up the space that you need. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. You can't be an apple if you're an orange, and you should be happy to be an orange or an apple, whichever one. You don't need to do any of that. You need to take everything that you've gone through and everything that you are and whip up the magic that is waiting for you just across here. You're here. The only person who's telling yourself you're not is you. You are here. You have gone through all of this. We've been going through it since last year, since the year before that, maybe even the year before that. Some of you may be a very long journey. Some may be from the moment you were here. You never stop the journey until the day you're no longer in this physical form. But that's okay. That's okay. The journey from now to when you reach that door of passage where we go to the other realm, you can make it so it is the best time so far in your life. You can make it something that's unforgettable, that by the time you're done with this journey, you're going to go, wow, that was wild and fun, and I learned so much. And I lived fully. And when I was asked to take a bite out of life that I wanted to take, I took it. Not just because I lived the life I wanted, I did most of the things that I wanted to do. It's all up to you. We're at the beginning here. We're at a jumping off point. And you're ready. You have everything you need. You just got to trust yourself and believe yourself when you say it. All right, my beautiful ones. That's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. If you've enjoyed this channel and my readings, please do me a favor and subscribe. Share, like, and comment. Share is good, very good, as I've said before. And please make sure to go to the website. It's the first link in the description box. And go and subscribe there to be notified when I post, because that's a much better way of getting my videos every day. I thank you so much. Love, light, and blessings. I will return tomorrow for how your past has played a role in this week. Take care. Bye for now.